Okay, so this is part two of my interview with Kristina, and it's just a continuance of, from the first one. Then we're gonna start off with my first question. Okay, so Kristina, what inspires you?
I think what inspires me is just to be a good person, do things that I love. Like, I'm inspired to use the knowledge that I know to help other people. For me, it's always about, like, how can I help other people? How can I share what I know in order to, I guess, help those around me?
Okay, what is what is it that you would like to help people with? Like, what is your greatest passion, if there's anything? Since you said you want to help people and you're not use your knowledge to help others.
One of my greatest passions is just to help give people the I guess the confidence in order to succeed in life. There's so many people out there who don't have the confidence in order to go to school or, you know, try to get this job, and you know, then they feel less than. And so my thing is to always kind of support people and try to cheer them on so that they know that they are worth something, and that even if something doesn't work out, you got to give it a shot so that you can at least say, hey, I tried this and it didn't work. So, yeah.
Okay, so self empowerment
Self
and just
empowerment,
individuals to.
self esteem, um, just being yourself, like individualism. Like, I don't believe in people all just like falling, you know, into the same line just because that's the thing to do. I'm like, if you have a passion in this, then go for it. And if, I mean, obviously within reason, but if, you know, even if it's not something that anybody would expect from you or that you think that you'd be able to do, you know, give yourself a shot or give yourself some credit and try something. Like, my biggest thing is don't just be in the sidelines your whole life. Like, actually be active. And I mean, no, you may not accomplish, you know, like, say your goal is the Olympics. No, you may not get there, but the fact that you took steps or tried, and you didn't just shortchange yourself and be like, no, I'm not good enough. You know, if it's something you're passionate about, then work on it.
Okay, that's cool. Um, Tell me about one of your greatest accomplishments or something that an accomplishment you're really proud of.
Um, I would have to say moving out to California and just figuring out how to take care of myself. Um, I, always lived at home. I'm from Texas, and my family took care of me. My mom, spoke for me, did everything for me, and so basically, whenever I got older and I graduated, I was like, I don't know who I am. I don't know how to speak up for myself. I don't know what I want to speak up for, and I basically came to the realization that I'll never learn how to just live and who I am unless I kind of force myself to. So I moved out to California, and it was the scariest thing ever because coming from something where you don't know anything because everybody did something for you to just being on your own, not having any family around, anybody um, is really, really difficult. But I did it, and I, made a life for myself out in California, and I've changed a whole lot because I've learned about myself. I've learned how to take care of myself. I've learned how to ask questions in order to, um, you know, figure out how to get something done. And, you know, I've built some confidence to be able to go out there and do it and not just be like, no, I can't do that just because I don't know how. So I would say that's my biggest accomplishment. And then, now I've gotten to UCSD, which I never would have guessed. So it's taking a while, but it's an accomplishment because in that time I've also, figured out so much about myself and grown so much that, you know, I'm glad that I took the route that I did.
Okay, so here's an interesting one. Would you rather be liked or feared, and why?
I would have to say I would rather be liked. Um, if I'm feared, then I feel like people would just put on some kind of facade around me, and I cannot stand, you know, fakeness. I'm like, I would rather have somebody genuine come up to me and be like, oh, I can talk to her because, she's really like down to earth or she, whatever. But I'd rather have somebody as themselves come to me and show that they like me or that, you know, we can get along. And I don't want somebody to get along with me just because they're scared of me. So I feel like it's a little bit more of like a pure exchange in terms of, like a relationship or just, coming into contact with somebody. And I don't think that you have to sacrifice who you are in order to be liked. I think that some people will like you if you stand up for what you believe in, but you do it in a way that is respectable. And, it's not to say that you're gonna bash somebody else's idea because they don't agree with you. It's just something you believe in something or you believe in this value or how to act. And, um, you know, I think people naturally come to you whenever they see that you're not just being fake, and they like you more for that because they respect you.
Okay. And then the final question is, can you tell me three values or principles by which you live by?
One of them is honesty. Um, that's probably one of my biggest ones. Is I feel like, I don't want to lie to anybody. I don't want to, it's not it's not who I am. Like honesty, if somebody I can't really be close friends with somebody if I can't trust them. And um I think that's the most important thing. Even if somebody makes a mistake, we'll live up to it and say, hey, this is what really happened. But don't try to, lie about it. And then I find out later and I'm like, well, I don't know what to believe from this person. It's not a way that you can really um, live or have a relationship with somebody. I think that the trust aspect is the most important. Um, Another value would be, let's see, um,
If that's honesty is fine. Or one more, just one more. You don't have to give me three.
I would say another value is confidence. Um, well, And what I mean by that is like living up to who you are, like owning who you are, and
Like being true to yourself.
being true to yourself, being genuine, being, don't lie to yourself, don't lie to other people, um, and just embrace who you are.
Okay. Alrighty. Thank you, Christina. So that's it. Thank you so much.